Coach, what stood out? Anything in particular catch your eye this morning?
I think we had some big plays. I didn't see many drops out there by our wideouts. Looked like the quarterbacks managed the offense really well. Defensively, we made some plays, but I think it was give and take both sides of the ball. I mean, I got to watch the film to see what was really good and who played well.
The health of the Spiders looks good based on who's out there. Are you in good shape?
Yeah, we are. We got really the only one in the two deep is Godwin Berger, and he should be back Sunday. Jaden Alszewski's got a little hip flexor, but we'll get him back. But everybody else is in pretty good shape.
It looks as though you have more offensive linemen and certainly more defensive linemen than you did last year. Do you hope that that's the case, and how do you feel about those two sides?
Well, way more defensive linemen. We got a bunch. We're pretty solid there. Offensive line, not as many as we would want. We've got 14 on the roster right now. I'd like to have at least 15 as the minimum, but 16, 17. So, and we got two of them out. Harrison Williams is the other one that's out with the hamstring issue, and him and Berger. So, we're trying to function here with 12, and it makes it tough to get as many snaps as you'd like, whether it's in practice or in team situations, just because you don't want to just bury the offensive line there.
Obviously, Aziz a little lighter this year. Was that your suggestion, and how does he look to you?
Looks good. I think he asked the guys yesterday what he weighed in at. He weighed in at 212, which is way down. He still looks thick. I guess you guys probably look at him, see if he looks thick. He's running hard. We expect really good things from him this year.
You called Sean Clark one of the best tight ends in the country coming into preseason camp. Based on what do you make that assertion?
Well, he can run, he can catch, he's got great hands, smart, doesn't make mental mistakes, and he's physical. He'll block you. He's got to improve that. He's got to get better at that. But, he's got all the intangibles to be, for sure an all-conference tight end and possibly an All-American. He's a really good player.
Would you then hope for an enhanced role from that position this year in terms of catching passes?
Yeah, we should be able to get it to him more, no question.
I know Big 98 has been sitting out for, seems like a couple of years. He's out there now.
Yeah.
Will he be involved?
He's kind of in the mix. How much, we'll see. But he is out there. He's had the injuries. He's missed spring. He's missed a lot of time. It's just taking him a while to get back. But we've got enough players. But right now he's running. He's the fourth guy competing for that spot, and we'll see where we are at that point in time.
Can you speak to the rotation of the running backs with Aziz and King?
I have no idea. It changes every day. They're all three really good, and then the freshman Creamer is a really good player too. So we feel like we're in really great shape there. They all kind of have different skill sets, but we feel really good about that room.
Among the defensive linemen that you just answered the question on, Donovan Hoylett looks like he's really coming along well. What have you seen from him?
Seems really good. I don't know if the knee's bothering him. We're trying to kind of limit his numbers here and ramp him up a little bit. But you guys saw him briefly last year. He's a dynamic player. He'll be able to rush the passer. He can run, chase things down. So we're thrilled to have him back.
Are you where you want to be one scrimmage into the summer camp?
Come by my office tomorrow morning. I'll let you know. Oh, it's Sunday. You won't come in on Sunday. Forget that. Come on in Monday morning, I'll let you know.
In terms of what you want to do now, is there something on your to-do list that leads it?
I think now we're going to try to start getting into more situation football, like coming out, really even more goal line stuff. We'll get 2-minute, 4-minute going. These first 7-8 practices have been all about really basic fundamentals, first, second, third down. And that's what we wanted to do. And now as we move forward, we'll start getting a little bit more situational.
What brought you here?
I just love the small school. And then obviously it's great academics and great football. A lot of times it's one or the other, but this was the best mix of the two. Great education. It's great football.
How would you say the tight end's role will be enhanced this year if it is? Coach has called you one of the best tight ends in the country?
I mean, last year we had Matt Robert, who was a great tight end too. So I just see us doing the same thing we've been doing the last couple of years, blocking our butts off, and when they throw the ball to us, catch and get yards.
How would you say the offense looked today?
I thought we looked good. Everyone's working hard. You know, it's camp. It's a little bit of a grind, but running the ball well, throwing the ball well. So we're just going to keep working and just get better and better as the year goes on.
When you hear your head coach say something like he said about you, how do you handle that?
Just, take it with a grain of salt, I mean, coach using's always been nice, but, we got to keep working hard. You can always get better. You can always improve. So take the compliment, keep it in the back of your mind, but always just keep working hard.
Where do you hope to get better next? What part of your game?
I think I blocked a lot last year, a lot of 12 personnel and 13 personnel. So maybe catching the ball a little bit more, just getting those opportunities and keep blocking my butt off. If you block well, you'll get the opportunity to catch the ball. So
That's what tight ends really want to do, though, right? Catch the ball?
yeah, that's the fun part. You do the hard work to get to the fun part.
Start there. Last August, what did you weigh, and what do you weigh now?
Yeah, I was 235 for last August. I'm 215 right now, so I feel like I'm in the best shape I've ever been, and I just want to just feel back like I'm getting myself back into it. So just getting my feet wet a little bit.
How did the weight come off? Was it a diet? Was it more exercise? A combination?
It was more of a combination. I just noticed like what to eat, just start eating the right stuff at the right times and limiting myself to meals. So and then we was in summer with Coach Brinks working out just 10 weeks straight, just grinding. I already knew what I wanted to work on, and then Coach Brinks just helped me set my goals.
And does it feel different?
Yes, sir. It feels completely different. I feel better as a junior than I was as a freshman. I know that's backwards, but I'm in great condition, and I just want to stay here.
What was the motivation to drop the weight?
The motivation I just had my teammates, my coaches in my ears, like, oh yeah, if you lose this, lose that, and then I just kept all that in my head, and then like I said, I had a goal, and I just set it, and I just kept on focused on my grind.
What's the rotation like between primarily the three of you? I know there are others up-and-coming running backs, but the three of you who have played before and stand to play again.
Yes, sir. So the expectation is like when one running back get in, like we all for one. So when your number called, you just got to do what you got to do, and you got to make sure you're ready to step up at the right time.
How much of that is competition? How much of that is camaraderie?
I mean, all of it competition. It's like we all compete. We compete at a high level. That's why we're here. So it's like when we compete, it's like we competing as one to make each other better. So it's like even if one getting better, like we still competing at the end of the day. So it's like we all just like we accomplished their achievements, and we happy for them as well. So.
You alluded to this a little bit, but how have you changed since you first got here to Richmond? You talked about freshman year to now. Can you kind of take us through that timeline a little bit and where you are now?
Yes, sir. So freshman year, I was confused. I didn't know the campus. I wasn't like really sure of the culture. And then like my sophomore and my junior year, like as I start following, going inside classrooms, I just start getting to understand. I got an understanding of what everybody like just was saying about the campus, and it's great to be here.
Go ahead, John.
How does it feel different? You talk about it feeling different. How does it feel different when you run the ball or block?
I feel different because I feel more relaxed. I feel comfortable. So I could move. Like freshman year, I wasn't able to move how I was now, and it's like now I could get in and out my breaks, make more sharp cuts, and it's like right now I'm just not holding on to like any extra weight, so it's like it's better.
Where did you play at Highland Springs weight-wise?
I played at 215 at where I'm at right now, and like I said, it was one of the best weights I ever been at, and I just got back down here and I'm just grinding, staying at that weight, maintaining it.
I know you're just one scrimmage into the summer, but if you could look ahead just a little bit, you were one of the guys who's been here the last couple of years when the season started 0-2, and you've got two opponents to start the year this season that were setbacks last year. What's that mindset?
I mean, my mindset is just stay on the grind. Like I feel like as long as you focus and engage with the team and you communicating and your mentality is on your mentality straight is like nothing can set you back. You only got one plan. That's to move forward.
How'd you feel out there today? It looked like to us that there was at least one quarterback sack that I think you would have been credited for out there. How are you feeling out there?
Yeah, I'm feeling great out there, Knee feeling good. Obviously, they got me in the brace right now, but it's more a personal choice. I don't really need it, but good for the peace of mind. But, yeah, it feels good to run out there and, make plays, and everything right now is feeling great.
Can you kind of compare and contrast, where you were in coming back from that injury, how hard that was, and how good it feels to put the pads back on?
Yeah, I think anybody you probably talk to that has this injury, when you get out of surgery, you can't even move your leg or something like that. So, thinking about all those times where I'm barely moving my leg up and down, and then now I'm able to turn the corner and, run and plan off of it, it's just night and day. And I missed being back, so happy to be out here.
What's the night and day from having been a linebacker and now being a defensive end?
Yeah, you definitely got to think less. But, D-line, probably a little bit more taxing on the body. So, after practices, getting ice on your shoulders, ice on my knees and stuff like that, really taking that time after to recover. But the Coach Ellis is great. Coach Wood was great at linebacker, but each position got its pros and cons, and I'm liking the switch right now. So.
What's the signature of the defensive ends and the defensive line this year? What's it going to be as far as helping lead this defense?
Yeah, we're just going to dominate. I don't think anybody really can match up with us. We're deep, we're strong, we're fast, so we're going to show that every Saturday, and we're going to show that every day in practice and camp. And, our expectation is to be the leaders on this defense, and we're going to take that every time we go out there.
As leaders, how much talk, if any, has there been about the start of the year, the way it's been the last couple of years, and trying to make sure that doesn't happen in weeks 1 and 2 this year?
Yeah, not even just on the defense, but across the whole team. We're done starting out slow. We know the expectations, moving to the Patriot League. We know who we're versing the first week, so we're not starting out slow. There's basically no other option. We're going to come out fast, and we're going to show the Patriot League and the rest of the scene what Richmond has this year for sure.